After completing my 10th class exams in 1979, my father suggested that I go and help my father's uncle and learn astrology. Mathematics being my favorite subject, I learned the calculations. My grandfather taught me how to calculate the inclinations of each planet and how to calculate the lagna and the meridian center MC, and he gave me some birth charts to draw. Thus, I learned how to draw the birth charts first and showed interest in predictions. So, my grandfather told me some predictions, some of the tips that he usually uses for predictions, and after learning those tips, I documented some of them. I verified with my father. While my father and my grandfather have laid the foundation for me to get interested in astrology, for almost a decade or 2 decades, I didn't show any interest.
Welcome to Sastry Karra's Astrological series. This is a unique video presentation that I am going to do it now. This is about the motion of Sun as per the sidereal ephemeris. We all know that in the month of January, Sun enters the Makara Rashi or the Capricorn, and it is something special in India, and especially for the according to Hindu mythology. So what I did was that I was just out of my curiosity, I tried to figure it out. Is the Sun always enters the Makara Rashi during the month in January only? So there was a software that has the ephemeris data all the way from 12,000 BC till 16,000 AD in Swiss ephemeris website. So I picked the data, and with the help of one of my colleague who worked with me in New Jersey here in USA, she and her husband helped me to write the Java code so that I can extract the data from there. And then I figured it out, like every year during which time does Sun enter the Makara Rashi, and I found out some amazing information about the position of Sun according to sidereal ephemeris. And in this presentation I'm going to show you how Sun the period when Sun enters Makara Rashi, it is not fixed. It varies so much, and you'll be surprised to see the way how the Sun movement gets slowed down, and some more other information you can see over there. So let me hope that you will like this presentation. Thank you very much.
First and foremost, let's try to understand the path of Sun from the astrological perspective. Here, if you see the picture, you can see that on the leftmost side you see Taurus, then Gemini, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, and you see the path of Sun in the center of it. So that's the way how the Sun moves from Taurus to Gemini in the constellation, zodiac constellation, and you can clearly see that Capricorn is somewhere here, where from Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn. So if it goes if it starts in the Capricorn, if it enters the Capricorn in January, then in Aquarius it will be in somewhere in February, then Pisces is March, and Aries is April, and Taurus is May, something like that. But usually in every zodiac sign, the Sun at the most says to a maximum of 30 to 32 days.
Makara Sankranti in India is something that is treated as a special in according to Hindu mythology. So usually the word Makara in Sanskrit means Capricorn. That means Sun is enters the Capricorn zodiac sign, zodiac constellation on that day. The day the sun enters, that's the day where in India the people celebrate it. So that's why it's a big function. Basically, even though this is from a mythology perspective, this is a big function. From an astrological and astronomical perspective, this is also something that is unique, because sun ends its southward journey, which is called Dakshinayana, and at the Tropic of Capricorn, and starts moving northward, that is Uttarayaana. That means the sun moves from Capricorn to from Capricorn, it enters the Capricorn and slowly it goes to Cancer. So that's what happens in the month of Pausha, usually on this day in mid-January. In India, even the point where in India it crosses the Tropic of Cancer, passes through, that's the place where they have a board that specifically says that this is the land from where the Tropic of Cancer passes through, and that is in the state of Madhya Pradesh. And the picture that you can see here, the Indian government has specifically said that this is the line where the Tropic of Cancer is being placed. Here, now I explained that from an astrological perspective and the Hindu mythology perspective about the Tropic of Capricorn. Now let's go and look at from an astronomy perspective. Earth is tilted 23.5 degrees with respect to its orbital plane. So on 21st December, the Earth's south pole is tilted towards the sun, and the sun ray touches the Tropic of Capricorn exactly at 90 degrees. That is the day which we call in Hindu mythology as the Makara Sankranti, and astrologically that is the day when sun enters the Capricorn constellation or the Makara constellation. Initially I thought that the sun entering the Makara constellation is fixed. That means somewhere between 13th, 14th or 15th of January every year it enters the Capricorn zodiac in the constellation, and that's when we have the Makara Sankranti. But when I went through some of the days while searching for the possibility of the birth of Lord Rama in BC ephemeris, when I was trying to search it, I found that sun entering Makara is not fixed. So what I did was, using the ephemeris available from 5300 BC till 5300 AD, altogether 10,000 years, approximately 10,000 years, I wrote a software program to find out on which day, on the first day on when sun enters the Makara Rashi. And this presentation is exclusively to show the results of what I found out from that research. As I said earlier, this is the presentation where I gathered the information about on which day sun enters the Makara Rashi. You can see here that according to my calculation, in 5299 BC, sun entered Makara Rashi on 3rd October. Yes, it is on 3rd October it entered Makara Rashi in 5299 BC, and all the way till 100 BC. In 100 BC it entered in 16th December. But the best thing here is on 1 AD it entered on 17th December, and which is the closest to the winter's solstice, that is 21st December. That's the closest one I found out. And then in 1099 AD it entered on 1st January, and in 1999 it entered on 14th January. So from 1999 AD all the way till 2399 AD, Makara Sankranti will be between 14th 15th of January every year. In 2399 it will be 19th January, and in 5399 it will be 1st March. So this tells you that in 5299 BC it is on 3rd October, and in 5399 AD it is on 1st March. This tells you that time that sun enters the Makara or the Capricorn zodiac sign is not fixed. It depends on, and what you can see is that for every 100 years it goes one day ahead. So that means if you can see it in 100 BC, it is 16th December. On 180, which is after 100 years, it is 17th December. That's the reason why I had specifically shown that in 100 years it will jump only one day. That's what you can see it here clearly. So what here the conclusion of this research is that in 12,000 years sun was slowed by 120 days approximately. That means sun is slowing by one day in every 100 years. As I told you earlier, in 100 BC, in 100 BC, the sun entered Capricorn on 16th December, and in 180 it entered on 17th December. That means for every 100 years it is slowing down by one day. Thus, by doing the math, if I want the sun to enter Makara again on 21st December, exactly on 21st December, it will take approximately 36,500 years. That means around 36,500 AD. In that year, 36,500 AD, sun will enter Makara Rashi on 21st December. Wow! So this tells you that our sun is not stationary. Also, I found out that in Universe Today magazine, sun and the entire solar system orbits around the center of the galaxy, and the average velocity of our solar system is 828,000 kilometers per hour. So that means our solar system is rotating at a speed of 828,000 kilometers per hour right now, and that's one of the reason why you see that sun is, because the solar system is so big, the sun movement, the sun is slowing down by one day in every 100 years.
Let's go a little bit from the astronomy perspective, and what you can see is that in the Milky Way galaxy, our Milky Way galaxy, if you draw a center line and call that center line as the galactic center, then what happened is in 3000 BC, sun was on the left side of the galactic center. Slowly in 1500 BC it moved a little bit, and from 1500 BC in 2012, on 21st December 2012, sun is exactly on the galactic center. So from that is the reason why if you hear some of these what you call the so-called religious discussions, they say that there is the end of the world is going to come in on 21st December 2012. That is because astronomically on that day, between 21st and 22nd of December 2012, the sun will be on the galactic center, exactly lying on the center of that our whole Milky Way galaxy. It's lying on the center line, and then from 22nd December it moved away from and moved to the other side of the galactic center alignment. So you can see that by 3000 AD it will be exactly the distance where sun was in 3000 BC, that much farther away it will be on the other side in 3000 AD.
Thank you for watching my presentation, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. More presentations will be coming up very soon, and let me know if you have any other suggestions or anything. Feel free to update the feedback in the YouTube channel, or feel free to send email to this email address, or you can even go over to this blog and post your questions, or if you want any chart to be for prediction, feel free to post in this particular blog. Thank you very much.